Oh, really? Okay. Alright, well, there we go. Finally. Went ahead and installed some drivers. Or updated them, rather. So hopefully that'll fix everything that's been going on. But, yeah. I really hope that's gonna fix this, because this is annoying. But I guess we'll see. Okay, god damn it, it's doing that. One sec, let me get clipping on the audio there. So let me reboot this. Take about a second. Alright. Who wants curry? Yeah. Shido. Ranama Mia. That sounds familiar. I wonder why. Yeah. Yeah. For real? Oh, I'm smart.
Mom.
For some reason, it muted the audio.
Shido, huh?
God damn it. Sorry
What's
about
the
that.
matter?
I had
Jesus.
a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do, so I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Yeah,
Where would the location be?
the Diet Building.
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
Diet Building.
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
We have to.
Hell yeah! Nobody against it?
Of course!
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together. Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that diet building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
Yep.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Yep.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal. We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal. Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
I don't know
That's
about you,
why you needed
Ryuji.
such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But
Thanks.
the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side, until recently.
Yep.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought
I
things
was
might
expecting
become
that to be a
somewhat
yawn.
troublesome.
I was mistaken.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the Chosen One. Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
All right.
Well, how do I put this?
Looks like things have finally settled down. Life's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest.
Well then.
She's right. Let's take it easy for today. Okay, let's go into the Thieves' Den real quick. I want to see all the new stuff that we got. So we should have a casino theme now too, which I really want to just throw on almost immediately. New award, yeah. Yeah. That's fitting. Alright, cool. And then let's buy all the new stuff that we have. Giant slot machine. I guess we can replace the infinite spring. Nijima's ruler form. We'll replace that. I want to have all of the ruler forms out at once. LeBlanc! Hell yeah. Okay, yeah, we're gonna replace that. Oh, interesting. Akechi's persona didn't appear here. Robin Hood. So I guess we get that later. So I have a feeling this one will be Robin Hood, this one will be Loki. And then, what's her name? Kasumi's persona. And then maybe you and Makoto's personas for when we defeat them. Which actually we might be able to do that easier now. Futaba entered near Shadow Futaba. Whoa. So this was your other self. Now I've been thinking that you have a nice figure, Futaba-chan.
Huh?
Say what? That's a new one. But you're so lean and flexible too. I think you look really pretty.
For real?
Whoa, I don't know what to say to that. We should have some new art. Let's get that new art. The Akechi cut-ins. Alright, calling cards, size. And the last one is Shido. Oh, there's not an extra one for that last palace. Interesting. Oh wait, no. That art's gonna be for Maruki. For whatever the fuck his palace is, since at least I'm pretty sure it's his palace. I don't know. But yeah. Sai Leviathan Nijima. Oh yeah, I didn't ever buy all these. There we go. And then all these ones too. Sojiro, Sai, Yoshida, or not? Yeah, Yoshida. All right, Mishima. Nice. I love how there's a whole category dedicated to Morgana. I mean, hell, there's probably a category dedicated to all the Phantom Thieves, because let me see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So maybe there's all that plus 1 or something. That's cool. Just gonna buy all these. where most of my money goes. It's fine. Alright. There we go. Yeah, it's filling up the walls. Hell yeah. I really like that. Okay, and then see new music we should have. What's this? Oh, that. Okay. Daily life, no more what ifs. Oh yeah. Alright. And then Dungeon Whims of Fate. Throwing that on. And then I think we should have a new placard for Akechi. Although who knows, maybe we don't. Hang on, let's see. Tabahadu. No, we don't. So we don't get Akechi's placard yet. Okay, so I'm guessing when we complete Akechi's arc, then he'll join. Alright, interesting. Let me go down here. Let me check this out. Man, the fact that we can actually take like a proper look at everything in here. We can see behind the table. You couldn't do that. Oh yeah, further you can go to just shortcut. Interesting. I like the fact that you can actually look behind the desk now. Oh, they even included the curry. That's good. Alright. Cool.
So,
Oh, by the way, police report on your death isn't going to show up at your school. No need to worry. Seems Prosecutor Nijima worked out some kind of deal with the higher-ups or something. I mean, they haven't even said anything to me even. As long as you stay quiet, you'll be fine. I guess if they reported your death now, they'd basically be saying you were a Phantom Thief. Can't really go announcing what the Phantom Thieves are, so I'm sure they'll avoid that. Yeah. At any rate, I'm glad you're back safe and sound. But even that's putting it too lately. You had it rough in there, didn't you? Only a little. Keiji was after you all along. I knew it was risky, but we had no choice but to depend on him. Thanks to your tenacity, you were able to fool him. It's payback time. Let's make him regret underestimating the Phantom Thieves. Indeed.
Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kind of came in handy.
How so?
Well, remember how I put that wiretap app in Akechi's phone? Basically, that let me see GPS info for 2 phones, yours and his. I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sai Nijima, who had your phone, ran into Akechi. That's when I saw my chance, and beep, sent the signal to activate the Metaverse
Oh my god,
Navigator.
at the moment she said beep, my phone vibrated.
But there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word. That's why we needed you to tell Sai Nijima to show the phone to Akechi.
This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I hear it.
Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the Metaverse Nav. It's a mysterious app after all.
Sorry, one sec.
But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to do is push the button. Making the
Yep.
phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable. Pretty
good, huh?
Sorry about this.
I can't tell you how to see me. Just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside.
Alright.
I'm gonna head back then.
Guess I'll head home. Go to bed, alright? Asleep.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far.
See, Joker's not going to school because he's being responsible in social distancing. Everyone else needs to follow in his example.
And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay with you until the very end. Well then, we should get to sleep. You know, something that Futaba said before, when you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that...
It was Kasumi.
So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
true.
I'll even lend you a hand with that.
Yeah, because she's probably like, oh, fuck, he died. Yeah, that's not good. Apparently, Akechi arrested the leader of the Phantom Thieves. He's a hero. So glad Akechi's back. Hope they can catch the rest of the Phantom Thieves, too. He really is amazing.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win.
Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out those Phantom Thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
I'll show you.
I heard you went home, so I announced it during homeroom. Are you okay? I am, thanks. You're alive. News is reporting you committed suicide. Call me when you can. I was so confused. As long as you're safe, don't worry about school. Just take care of yourself. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are probably flipping their shit because they're like, he's a Phantom Thief. Did he just kill himself? Is it true that the leader of the Phantom Thieves died? How could the police let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit together.
Cut that out!
Quiet down, you're in class. Break's been over for quite some time now. I swear you're like monkeys in a zoo. Oh yeah. Receive word from Amamiya's family that'll be absent for a bit. Jeez, what do you people think school is anyways? It's almost time. Hey, it can't be true, can it? Please tell me you're okay. I'm all good. Oh, thank God you're safe. The suicide report was all over the news, and Miss Kawakami said you went back to your hometown. I was honestly worried about contacting you. Even Sakamoto was dodging the question when I tried to ask him. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan site is a real mess right now. But I'll keep supporting you from the shadows. Good luck.
Hey.
Don't need to worry about it in here, but try not to do anything to draw attention. Anyway, today's a day off, so eat your curry and take it easy. You can take your time with it too. It's not like any customers are going to be showing up.
Okay.
Let's try and think of the keyword once the Chief's Curry has energized you. Have you guys figured out the keyword to Shido's palace yet? Tried all sorts of stuff, but no luck so far. It's hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. You know, I've been wondering if he's been behind all those mental shutdowns. Doesn't that mean all the weird incidents from the past few years were his fault? Like that subway accident back in April. Now that you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport his job. Wait, are you trying to say Shido caused that accident? But it's the subway. Does he not care at all about innocent lives? This man seems to be truly unbelievable. Supposedly there are still tons of victims from that are in the hospital even now. Masayoshi Shido. How many has he killed over the years? How could we ever understand what goes on in the mind of such a horrible man? Hey, wouldn't it be faster if we just go there and try to think of it on site? Let's try that. If we're going to go, I'd like Ren-kun to join, but will that be okay? Won't somebody spot him there? We'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Plus, I can throw off anyone who tails us with my blazing speed. Alright, let's have Ren-kun join us then. Remember though, we're going with the intent of not being seen. Okay, well let's meet in front of the Diet Building and force that bastard's palace to open.
Alright, let's head to the Diet Building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
Alright. Yeah, we'll probably get to a little bit further in and then stop. That's the plan.
You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right? Ugh. The stunts you pull sometimes. Just don't stay out too late.
Yep.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Cruise ship.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
What about a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace? It's no good.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
What about a cruise ship?
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea.
There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
Yeah.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me, I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer.
Yeah.
It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay?
We should all think about this tonight.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. But no matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Yep.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
Tried looking up Shido's interviews online. They all sounded so goddamn fake. Checked his profile as well, but I couldn't find much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old and has gone from being a metropolitan assemblyman to a representative. Though he is a cabinet minister, he's split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. She is a cabinet member? For real? He was specifically appointed to the position. That's his current title. Apparently he also won a contest for people who would most like to have as their boss. Even the news sites write about him as though he's assured to become the prime minister. If only we could find out the meaning behind Shido's words.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Ugh.
What's with all the love for Shido? Yet no one knows the truth about him, but it still creeps me out. Are we able to do stuff?
Oh.
Yes, we are. Whoops.
Oh. Okay.
Why did that just drop down to 0? Okay, there we go. Maybe it's fine. Should we use the trick? Yep. Up against the real Kung Fu artist this time. She's got quick movements. She's definitely stronger than our first opponent. You'll need to play aggressively. Alright, you need to get behind her. Now, go for the combo. There you go. Alright, now go for a follow-up attack. Alright, it's over. You won.
Okay.
Wow, you beat the level. You're amazing. I never thought you should be able to land such a fierce combo. It's really incredible watching you go up against such a tough opponent. Nice. Alright.
Alright. Nice.
It's probably a good stopping point. Let's end here for today. Alright. As your physician, I would like to confirm something. Please contact me as soon as you see this. I'm still alive. Stop making me worried. Glad you're okay. I just got nervous when I saw the news. Well, I'll be at the clinic if you need any medicine. It's nothing but the Phantom Thieves on TV. Oh, that's right. Aren't you all supposed to be gathering here today? Make sure you finish eating before everyone shows up. Yep. It's almost time for our meeting. I wonder if anybody has figured out the keyword.
Last one. Diamond mine.
No good.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up.
Right? That's not something to be excited about.
We know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Nope, Akechi.
Goro Akechi. Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his face everywhere.
Yep.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
Phantom thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
They're manipulating information using the media.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords?
Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an adult with us.
Yeah?
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus outside?
To everyone gathered before Yongen-Jaya Station.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Yep.
Oh, right! The candidates are currently campaigning.
That voice.
I apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did!
Sounds like the same voice I heard back then.
Man, talk about being lucky! We can go check him out without an appointment now!
Why does that keep dropping down to 0? I swear to God. I don't know if it's like affecting the
Ryuji
stream
ran off toward the
itself.
station. This way. Hurry. By the way,
Gonna pull it
did
up just
something
in
happen?
case.
You didn't seem well a moment ago.
Alright. Off we go.
Now is the time to rebuild this crumbling nation. Our government is littered with scandals, and criminals have taken a strong foothold in our society. Such a disgraceful past must be discarded. We must set sail into a new future of dreams and hope. So
Alright.
our children who carry
God
the
damn it.
burden of the next generation can be proud of their country. So our nation can once again become a powerful one with abundant wealth and luxury. So our beautiful home will be acknowledged as the best country in the world.
Alright.
I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future, together. I hope to continue serving you all.
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for us.
Oh boy.
Wait!
Good luck with that, Ryuji.
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, Brat.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before, at the elevators.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross me.
That voice.
It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare? This ain't a show. Get lost, kid. Damn brat! I'll sue!
This man. There's no mistake. He's the same man as the one from before.
What are you looking at? This country is filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future. Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
What a piece of shit. So what do you think after seeing him in person?
He's why I got arrested.
Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before? The same guy? For real? Seriously?
You're sure, aren't you? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Holy shit. I don't believe it.
Let's get going, okay?
Alright.
Shido's the guy who set you up?
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
It's definitely him.
Talk about a destined connection. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
God, what the hell's going on here?
Shido was already a politician then, yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
Yep.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece of shit. Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different!
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Yep.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different. It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person.
He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. Ugh, that's the worst.
I assume the key word for what he believes the Diet Building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Yep.
Let's head to the Diet Building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere. We have to do this.
Guy behind everything turned out to be archenemy. What an oddly poetic twist. Yeah, those clothes. You'd stand out if everyone else is wearing their school uniforms. Might be a good idea to wear your uniform when you head out. Maybe.
Oh!
Let's play a game. Let me see. That'll make me more proficient. I want to get through all of these games. And I'm almost done with most of them. I'm just going to play it just for the fact of finishing it. Alright, use the technique. There we go. There we go. Whoops. There we go.
Oh.
What beautifully flowing combos. That was amazing.
Okay.
It'd be power intuition. Can't believe you seriously pulled off that combo. It's incredible watching you go up against such a tough opponent. let's enjoy this ending. Oh yeah, I need to bring these cards to the store. Keep forgetting about that. Seems like there'll be a higher voter turnout at this election. It'll totally be an easy win for Shido-kun. Really got famous from the Phantom Thieves business. He's on track to become Prime Minister. I guess I should be on Shido's side. No, you shouldn't. You damn fools. I've actually been paying attention to the news lately. Aren't you proud of me? Don't you leave it on hoping that Akechi will be there? Well, not that I blame you. He's a real hero. Thinking Masayoshi Shido is even more amazing, though. He's the first politician I've ever believed in. I know, Shido-san too. Sounds like he really wants to improve the country. Can't they see they're being lied to? You have to do something. It's not true that the leader of the Phantom Thieves died, right? Everything's fine. Thank goodness. There's no way the Phantom Thieves could be defeated. Man, it's such a relief to hear things are okay. Well, if you need anything, I'll be at the arcade. Okay, cool. Phantom Thieves have been on the news recently, so I was wondering how you're doing. Are you gonna give up without accomplishing your goal? No problems here. So you're okay. That's a relief. I'm expecting great things from the Phantom Thieves. If you need anything, I'm happy to help, my comrade. Feels pretty weird seeing you around on a weekday. Taking off tonight, right? Sheesh, you're such a risk taker. Listen, make sure nobody notices you, okay? Have to do something about the keyword for sure this time. Yeah, I think we'll just be able to get into the palace, and then I think I'll cut it off there.
Security guards became suspicious of us last time, so we can't stay here for long. But we still have no hit.
Think it's a barrier after all?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday go?
Ah, shut up. The real game starts at 2 outs.
Enough chatting. You should only be thinking about the keyword.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and that of his lackeys.
He wants to become Prime Minister, even if it means trampling on others. Fortune, rich people.
Hey,
Cruise
can you
ship.
think of anything based on what you've heard from him? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter if you guess.
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
Steer?
Is it a ship? There we go.
It was a match?
What? The Diet Building's a ship? What kind of scenery will that be? The actual building's on land.
I can't even begin to imagine what it will be like.
Let's find out.
Whatever it is, looks like there are no barriers.
Oh, shut up! Let's hurry up and go in.
Are we clear of the guard's sight?
Get closer to the wall just in case. All right, do it.
Did anything change? We went in, right?
Yeah.
Security guards seem to be gone, but it's difficult to tell for certain. This seems to be similar to what happened with Sis's palace.
But this time, the Diet building remains unchanged.
The gate wasn't open earlier, though.
Wait, look! Mona's appearance is different.
That means we're definitely in a palace.
Come on, let's go take a look.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out. Huh? What the heck?
What's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
Alright.
This is bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass is completely sunken in his head. If a guy like this stands above everyone, we're seriously done for.
This is beyond ridiculous.
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world is he thinking? Whether it be for glory or for simply a reward, my father died because of someone like this. We gotta sink Shido instead of this country. A palace with not just the center of the distortion, but the entire country sunken. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous of a desire. Be careful. This will be completely different from past palaces.
Not really.
Definitely gonna take his treasure.
Let's go.
All right.
We must put an end to this by December 17th, the day before the elections. Let the infiltration begin. Time to pay him back for setting us up into a trap.
Wait.
If our clothes aren't changing, I guess you don't see us as a threat yet, huh? Speaking of that, shouldn't Ren be disguising himself on the way here? Seeing someone in a disguise with a bunch of kids in school uniforms would be super weird. Well, we won't have to worry about any of that once we steal the treasure. Let's do this. Alright. Oh yeah, Akechi's missing from the party now, because he's gone. Forgot about that. Let's throw Morgana back on the party. And that'll be our party for now. And with that, I'm gonna save, leave off here since shit's been going weird tonight, and I just want to let my computer rest, and hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. But yeah, we will be back at this again tomorrow, so there's that. But yeah, appreciate everyone for stopping by tonight. Made some good progress, and yeah, let me return to title here. Alright, but yeah, appreciate everyone for stopping by. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Have yourselves a good one.